Right, here we go with our Tuesday week 1. And so our first sentence says, we always sat in the same seats for homeroom so Miss Sanchez can take attendance. And so you can already see that we have a couple of red squiggly lines, and I talked about that in the very first video for Monday week 1, that when we have those red squiggly lines, we just go ahead and highlight the word, and we can right click it, and then it says, did you mean seats? And right there we have S-E-A-T-S, and then we fix that. So that's pretty simple. Go over to attendance, which should be attendance, right click, and there's attendance. Now, as I mentioned, that picks up on spelling mistakes, and that helps you know how to spell the word, but that doesn't catch everything, and so you cannot rely that spell check will still check everything. You have to look at words for yourself to check those. So let's go to the actual sentence then. We always sat in the same seats, but we don't always sit, we always sit. When you're actually sitting down, you say sit. If you take an object and put it on a table, then you set something down, okay? But when it's you, you are sitting. In the same seats for homeroom, so Miss Sanchez, now it's Miss Sanchez, so she's going to get capitalized because the Miss counts as part of that proper noun, that proper name, and so a little period there after Miss, and then Sanchez should be capitalized. Capitalization is really a mistake that people make that I just don't see the need for, whether it be at the beginning of the sentence or in a person's name. You always capitalize in a person's names. So anyways, we always sit in the same seats for homeroom so Miss Sanchez can take attendance, and that should take care of the first sentence. Now, number 2 starts with quotation marks. Please give me them papers now, Liz said. I'm going to show you how to put these quotation marks in, but I'm not going to make that the focus for the week quite yet, because that takes a little time to understand with quotation marks. So we're just simply going to fix this. And what I have down here highlighted right now, and I'm highlighting, is Liz said. And that is what we call the speaker tag. Whatever the person who's talking says, that's considered your speaker tag. I'm going to fix the Liz right there, capital L, and I'm going to put a period at the end because that's going to get a period at the end. What you do then is you put quotations around what they said, and so please give me them papers now. That's what she said, so we're going to go ahead and put quotation marks around that because we're quoting her. And since it is the beginning of a sentence, we can capitalize please. What you do at the end of your quotation marks generally is you put a little comma right here after now and still inside the quotation mark, and that kind of lets us know that's where the quotation is. Then you give us your speaker tag afterwards. Okay, and again, we're going to spend a lot more time on quotation marks, but it won't be for this week of daily language review. Number 3, we have fungi, and they want to know, is it singular or plural? Well, fungi is plural. Okay, so your answer here is going to be plural because fungi is the plural of fungus. Okay, if you have fungus, but then fungi would be more than one, and that's a plural. Number 4 is going to be our focus for the day. It asks for the direct object. My dad hit the garage door with the car. Now, our direct object today is going to be door. We will have a long week or two that we spend on direct objects, indirect objects. They have these things called predicate adjectives and predicate nominatives with them. For this week, you will have questions on the quiz for week 1 about direct objects, and I'm going to make it very simple questions about direct objects. I can promise you it will get harder, but we will make it a little easy this week. To the basics of the direct object, I'm going to go down here. They answer whom or what about the action verb. Okay, they answer whom or what. So if I go back up here, the action verb is hit. We have dad, he's the one who did the hitting. Dad hit. The direct object answers whom or what about that. What did dad hit? He hit the door. You could say garage door, specifically he hit the door, and that's why doors are a direct object. All right, so down here, Jeff gave away his tickets to the game. Jeff gave, and so gave's our action verb. What did Jeff give? Did he give the game? Did he give away? Did he give his? No, he gave tickets. So that makes tickets a direct object. The teacher bought supplies for school. Teacher bought. What did the teacher buy? Well, the teacher bought supplies, and so supplies would be our direct object. Mom drove the car to school. Mom drove. Whom or what did she drive? Well, she drove the car. And so car is our direct object. Now, this is direct objects in a nice, neat, little simple form. There's not too much to think about. The subject and verb are right at the beginning of the sentence, and so you kind of understand the sentence better. And like I said, it does get harder. For the quiz on Friday, it'll be very, very much like this. I shouldn't say quiz on Friday. For the quiz after our week one, it'll be the day after we finish week one. It'll be very similar to this. Jeff gave, what did he give? Tickets. Teacher bought, what'd she buy? Supplies. It'll be simple. There are tons of rules that go with it. We'll worry about them later. On to number 5, relationship. They just want the base form of the word. In these, we get questions like this a lot. This base form might be either relation you could use as your base form of the word, or relate would be another base form of relationship. Sometimes words can have more than one base form. All right, so that is it for Tuesday, week 1.